Hello, everyone. Hello, all the visitors of our webinar. And today we would like to talk a bit about Security Operations Center, about how to establish it during the real war which is going on currently in our country, in Ukraine, and how to counterfight the cyber attacks during real cyber wars that currently is going on in Ukraine from the Russia aggressive hackers. My name is Dmytro Petrashchuk, and I'm a Chief Technical Officer of IT Specialist Company. And today I will show you a few examples, a few demos, and a lot of slides related to our experience of security posture management, security incident management, and other processes that we support in our customers based on our security operations centers. So let me show you at first some slides that I have prepared, and I'll tell you about how do we do everything. If you will have any questions during the session, you can ask them in an interactive chat at any time, and as soon as I have time at the end of the live presentation, I will try to answer them. Anyway, we will be able to answer questions as well later. So if you don't see answers for your question, you could write us an email and we will give all the answers afterwards. So let's start. Today's topic is managing Security Operations Center amidst cybersecurity warfare together with IBM. This webinar is prepared in cooperation with IBM company, who helped us and helps currently us very much. And I should say that everything that we do in a tool set, sense and perspective is supported by IBM cybersecurity tools, which are excellent, I think. So first of all, a few things about our team and about our company. IT Specialist is fully Ukrainian company, which is located in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, and we continue to work here in Ukraine for Ukrainian enterprise customers and for global customers that we have among the Europe, in USA, in Africa, in Asia, and so on. We position ourselves as a system integrator with a focus on cybersecurity, but we don't sell just products or solutions from security vendors. We sell our expertise, because professional team is the only one and main value that we have. And this professional team supports such directions of business as building and maintaining security operations centers. We operate security operations center as a service for some of our customers, and we as well provide red teaming and penetration testing services, compliance certification according to main wide known enterprise security standards. We do security engineering and some security software development. Software development started as a part of security operations center activities, and now we have a few tools which are fully integrated into IBM QRadar set of tools, and are used by many cybersecurity experts and security operations center teams around Ukraine, and not only Ukraine. So the main point for today to show you how we do the security operation, how we do incident management, and to share our experience. If you will, if you want to talk more about how to counterfight the cyber attacks, you can contact us at any time by email or phone numbers that will be shown at the end. In case of penetration tests, we do the full set of tests, and all of them are highly related to blue and red team exercises. We always try to do as a realistic test as it possible. In a field of audit and consulting, we do certification audit and broad assessment for many criteria that are popular on the market. I could add as well here critical security controls from this and other requirements, local, by the way, or requirements that are established by local banks in the countries where we serve our clients. So regarding the countries, most of our customers are located in Ukraine now. We are supporting them. We're helping to sustain all the Ukrainian businesses, and we support our government agencies as well. And sometimes we help even our divisions that counterfeit the Russian aggression, which continues the second year in a row, or sorry, for third year in a row. There was a second anniversary in February, so it's now a third year already. And we believe that we do the best of us to help the country to fight and defend the cyber attacks and real attacks. So let's speak a little bit about Security Operations Center, what it is and how do we see what should be performed inside the Security Operations Center. So first of all, it's a set of technologies, competencies, and organizational processes. So three pillars is people, process, and technology, which are aimed at implementation of security controls. And when we say about security controls, we mean maximally broad meaning. It could be organizational, technical, or combination of both. As well, Security Operations Center do a prompt detection, adequate response to cyber threats, and that is the main function, I think, of cybersecurity operations. And it needs to have some automation tools and possibilities to automate security control monitoring and response. So it's a reason why we established our own security software development practice. As well, SOC develops information security standards and new information system operational architectures, so it helps enterprises to support their cybersecurity posture and play a role as a center of competence in cybersecurity among all the company. And the last thing is IT infrastructure, IT service, security analysis, reporting, and compliance. So SOC helps very much to complete external and internal assessments, and so on. So next, the main areas of Security Operations Center activity as we see them and as we do them. First of all, the main thing is incident management. Cybersecurity incident management is the main activity of Security Operations Center. Then we monitor and manage network perimeters, we monitor uptime statuses of external systems, and many things from the list that you see on your screen, including staff training, including employee security awareness, anti-fraud management, and so on and so on and so on. Different activities could be included, and which exact activity is used in Security Operations Center for exact customer depends on the customer, depends of service level agreement, and the support that infrastructure and supported tools that are used in a customer side. Our team currently includes more than 20 experts and is managed by Security Operations Center manager. And traditionally, it has 2 tiers, or we can say about 3 tiers, when partially third tier is on a customer side. First tier is the SOC operators, which monitors events, flows, and all the alerts that we receive from security devices. Then we have vulnerability analysts, which do vulnerability scans and analysis, and as well remediation planning and monitoring. And the third group is incident analysts. It's a tier 2, tier 3 analysts according to classical security operations center architecture, and they do such things as the threat hunting, investigations, and do use case development. We are heavily using a use case approach for working in security operations center, and heavily trying to automate as much use cases as possible. It's a main factors that helped us to continue operations during the start of the war and cyber war, and we continue now. As well, we have a team of developers which support custom tool development, engineers which support the platform itself, and I already mentioned it's IBM QRadar. And on other side, there's service managers which monitor service level agreements and metrics, architects that are experts on customer enterprise architecture and understands all the IT systems that we support. And technical writers are responsible for documenting use cases, documenting incidents, documenting everything that we do in a security operations center, because without rightly written and updated documentation, we can't be a center of competence and can't do our work on highly quality. So a basic process of SOC looks like that, and it's how we are working. First of all, we need a system that collects data on the customer side, and usually we use CM systems. Sometimes it could be several different CM systems, sometimes it could be something different from a CM system at all. And the main thing is to collect data which is required to support use cases. And main thing, the point where everything, where all the logic is consolidated is use cases. And based on use cases, we see incidents which arise automatically to the operators on the tier 1. They look through the incidents and events that arise these incidents using our own tool, which is called ITS Incident Management. I will show you it a bit later. Then if the analysis shows that it's a real incident, it's not a false positive, it could be escalated on a tier 2, or could be escalated directly to the customer side through the service desk, and then response. To make a response, we need a response team, which usually includes team members from the customer side, from IT department, for our network administrators, and is supported by Security Operations Center, of course. As well, you can see here a Power BI element which we use for dashboards, for reporting. We have found that different tools have different reporting, have different data formats, and it's better always to consolidate everything in one interface, in one view. So we heavily use Power BI for representing data that we have in our Security Operations Center. And mostly managers, IT managers, security managers on the customer side, they don't use different tools or portals. They look through dashboards which are dynamically updated in Power BI. Main processes that we use to implement and support in Security Operations Center log source event management. So on a daily basis, we monitor which log sources are connected, which are not, how event flow changes or not, and tune things if it's needed. Next is security incident management, which is main process, and a previous diagram, previous workflow just show you as the security incident management is established. Additional things that is done by analysts on first and second tier is network mapping discovery. So periodic discovery tasks are run through the enterprise. And there are use cases that start to process in case if new host is discovered. As well, we have vulnerability management, malware analysis. So there's a laboratory inside the security operations center which half automatically, half in manual mode analyze different malware samples. There's as well indicator of compromise management process, threat hunting, incident forensics, use case management, which I will show you later a bit more. Red-blue teaming is as well a part of security operations center, but operates externally from the security operations team. And security system management, it's an engineering team that could support firewalls, EDRs, and other tools installed on the customer side. So a few words about how Security Operations Center, our Security Operations Center, managed the start of the war. Actually, it began in 2022, 24th of February, at early morning at 5 o'clock. Russia started bombing many Ukrainian facilities, aerodromes and military bases and factories and so on. And thanks God, the mobile operators, the internet providers continued to work during all the initial invasion. So we were able to support basic processes, and during 2-3 weeks we were completely shocked. Many of us were working from home, many of us were working from bomb shelters at those moments, and we were able to support our customers on minimal basis, only reacting on serious incidents or serious visible indicators of incidents. And then in 3 weeks, we found a way how we can continue to work, and we just accepted that things changed, and now the country began very involved in full-scale war. And I would like to say that actually the cyber war began 2 days before the standard war, let's say. And we saw a lot of cyber attacks, a lot of DDoS attacks on infrastructures of our customers on 22nd of February. And it just gave us the time to check everything, and actually we were prepared. And I would like to say that COVID pandemic helped as well a lot, because people used to work remotely, and everything that could be done remotely was performed remotely. And then in March, we adapted for the situation and started to support our security operations in a full scale. But at those moments, we were not able to implement new things or to change processes. So everything started to work as usual. And somewhere in May, we only was able to return to normal operations. And since then, we are still working. We have much more attacks, much more sophisticated attacks. And much more attention we should pay to our monitoring. So at those moments we start to monitor our customers around the clock, 24 hours per day. And before we were able only support during work hours, and now we have the team which works full day, full 24 hours. Next thing that I would like to say, where to start building a SOC. So we understand, and everyone understands, that the tools such is used as a basis, as a fundamental thing for fundamental tool for SOC is important. And actually, on our example, we can say that CM system, which collects logs, collects network traffic, analyzes it, and has a correlation rules to rise incidents, is the most important thing. This important thing here, and we start with CM. But actually, later we have understood that everything could be used as a start, and only on organizational traditions and organizational infrastructure, IT infrastructure, this defines which tool is better to use as a start. But actually everything is important, and during the time we added other tools. So currently our SOC covers everything that is shown here, and it happened due to development of IBM QRadar toolset, and currently we are using them heavily. So the CM, which is on the center, it's a IBM QRadar CM, is the main tool, and we love it very much. It's the most scalable, most flexible, and extendable platform that we used to use. As well, there's other products like IBM SOAR, which helps to manage processes inside the Security Operations Center. There's as well IBM Endpoint Detection and Response tool, which as well is very powerful, managing and protecting endpoints. And there's as well other tools like Log Insight for cloud monitoring, or IBM ASM for external attack surface management, which are very useful as well. As I already mentioned, the main thing in our Security Operations Center is a use case, and use cases together with our automation efforts helped us to manage SOC during the start of the war and now. And use cases is something that develops every time and changes every time, and do all the things. So what's the use case? Use case, basically, it's a scenario of a SOC operational actions for security controls automation. So a use case could define how to detect a potential security incident or threat, and how to respond to this incident or threat. Or use case can answer on questions how to comply to external or internal requirements or IT operational standards. Every use case is related to playbook, which is a manual for operational team how to do analysis and response to detect breach, anomaly, or potential incident. So use case includes not only a playbook, but as well a definition what we think a security incident is and how to deal with it. We have about 150 use cases in our use case catalog, and every use case has a description, which is which has a form of card, and every card has a specification of use case. So which tools are used for incident detection, which correlation rules should be configured, how to test this use case, and many other things could be included in specification. Then we have a playbook, which a manual for the people how to deal with this incident. And there could be an exceptions list. Exceptions is filled during the life cycle of the use case, due to analyzing false positives and alerts that are actually not incidents, but maybe legal actions that are detected as potential incidents. And as well, every use case card has a test case which describes how to test this incident, and we often test our use cases once per 2 weeks, just to be sure that everything's work as is intended. And optionally, use case description could include sample events, scripts, and additional tools that could be used for supporting this use case. Regarding life cycle, we define four main stages of a use case life cycle. First of all, there should be some idea of use case or the requirements for this use case. So the source could be the threat hunting process. I'm sorry, something is going on. I'm sorry. I am returned. It was a small technical issue. So let's continue. There is a 4 stages of use case life cycle. First of all, we should have an idea of use case, and it could be produced from threat hunting process or from external requirements. Then we need define the specification. So we start development with specifying what we need for use case implementation and what data is required. Then we do a development and implementation. So correlation rules should be written, some tools should be configured, and playbook should be as well developed. And as soon as everything is ready and use case is tested, it could be put on monitoring stage, where he produce active alerts and rise playbook processing reactions according to the playbook. And sometimes use case need to be decommissioned, so SOC decides which use cases are not useful anymore and can delete them and disable all the related rules. And documentation is a vital part here, because we should understand how use cases are interrelated, and not to disable or delete anything that could impact other use cases. So when we develop use cases, we think about many things, and anything from them could be used as a part of use case development effort. Sources, detection, responses, reports, dashboard, collaboration, technique, automation, it's everything that should be considered when the team is working on a new use case. And we should understand our constraints, which are information and security systems that we have on the customer side, because not every use case could be implemented due to the lack of technologies. Or we should understand as well SOC processes and internal processes in a customer side, because not every playbook could be used in the same way in different environments and different teams. And as well, we should consider the human's possibility, expertise, competences, and availability. Often we could automate our use cases using bots, which we develop a lot, and our bots are used to analyze, automate, and notify team members about incidents that started due to the use case. As a software development activity, we have firstly created two software tools. One is called ITS Inventory. It's aimed for network and asset inventory, and the second called Incident Management, ITS Incident Management. I would like to show you shortly both tools now. And first of all, I would like to explain why do we need these tools actually. First of all, you may know how difficult it is to find information regarding exact asset in IT environment like workstation or server. Sometimes SOC analyst has only IP address, and he should understand what's the device is behind this IP address, where is it located, who's responsible for this device, and how it relates to business services. Especially it's important when analyst is an external security operation center, not inside the company like we do. It was the reason why we developed our own tool, ITS Inventory, which collects and represents all the information regarding IT assets. And Incident Management tool is developed for automation of processes inside our security operation center, and important thing, to control how we comply to service level agreements. So we have limits on incident processing, incident detection, and incident response time. So here we can manage different SLAs for different customers, and we can manage all the incident for all the customers in simple and straightforward interface. So let's proceed first. Other tools that as well rised during last several years are user inventory, which is very similar to inventory, but helped us to make inventory of user accounts through the enterprise and understand which employee has which accounts and how do they manage. And as well, we have established our own automation platform, which is called ITS Engine Platform, and it's used to start run and manage microservices through the security operations center, and to prepare some reporting, to automate things, and run bots that I already mentioned. Let's speak a bit about ITS Inventory, and I would like to start here with the meme which I have found in Twitter several years ago, which says that to protect the enterprise, to make things secure, you need to have an accurate inventory of your assets, and it's the most crucial thing which is very difficult to achieve. As well, you may know that current main cybersecurity frameworks and standards require asset management and inventory as a starting point for cybersecurity implementation. So we decided to write our own tool for asset inventorization because we saw a lot of issues regarding internal tools that are used among our customers. First of all, there's a lot of information about assets, but this information is spread through the whole infrastructure, and data often is not aligned, is presented in different format, and IT administrators, server administrators, network administrators, security guys, they all have their own consoles and their own centralized inventory software, but they could show different pictures of real infrastructure. And that leads to many risks. So we created a test inventory, which I could say like could call like umbrella asset discovery and inventory software, and it is very simple, very straightforward and easy to use tool. And we currently have two versions of ITS inventory. One, which we call inventory full, is a standalone application, which as well could be installed as an application on IBM QRadar. And it has a lot of connectors, a lot of functionality, a lot of use cases inside the tool. And as well, we have inventory light, which is freely available to everyone who has QRadar installed in their infrastructure. And you can find it on IBM X4 Exchange App Store, and download and install on your QRadar and try it. So as well, there's user inventory published on X-Force, and you can try it as well, but I will not stop a lot on user inventory today. ITS inventory is a tool that doesn't, how to say, it's not a CMDB, traditional CMDB or configuration management tool. It's a discovery system which has a lot of connectors and collects data related to IT assets from different sources, combining it, aligning between each other, and presenting to users through fast user interface or through other system by REST API. And when I showed you a Power BI dashboard that we are creating in our Security Operations Center for our customers, we are heavily using this REST API for making different reports and dashboards. Currently, we have more than 50 connectors, and we are developing them on every day, on daily basis. And those customers who use inventory now, they can just ask for a new connector, and it could be prepared in several days. Actually, inventory currently is a perfect solution for consolidating all the actual data about assets in a single interface, and it's useful not to the Security Operations Center, but to IT administrators, to IT service managers, and sometimes even business could use this data as well. What it does a lot of data harmonization and normalization, and it improves the quality of data that Security Operations Center, security officers, and IT sees in their inventory system. It as well helps to reduce cybersecurity risks, track changes. It's a very important thing because change management is a headache in most enterprises, and thanks to inventory, it could show all the changes when they were made, who made them, and what they are. And it helps to improve SOC performance because analyst doesn't waste time on finding data about IT assets that are included as a part of incident. So let's proceed to a demo for short. And now I will switch to demo and show it to you. First of all, there is a website about ITS Inventory, which calls ITS Inventory Digital. You can go there and press live demo, fill out a short form and get to the demo interface. And here you can see all the enterprise assets. It's synthetic data, and there's a lot of columns related to different types of assets, and double click on any of them could show you detailed information regarding any asset, and you see how this data is collected from different sources like Active Directory, like IT database, like Cisco Prime, because it's a network device, and others. Let's see some device which has more data in it. For example, no, there's no from Active Directory. Yeah, I can sort by any field. I can add any filters here and do search through the database. And there's an example of a device which has record in Active Directory, which has a record regarding vulnerability scans, has records regarding network where it belongs to, and as well it could have a CCM agent and list of software here, but I don't see actually that it has. We can as well see devices that are connected to Security Operations Center through QRadar, and here we get data regarding log source status, regarding EPS, events per second that are produced by this device, and so on. As well, for every device, you can check changes history and see when and how different fields were changed. And you can make filters to filter by any fields. There's a lot of fields here. You can mark checkbox which fields you need in your system, which fields you don't need to show in a table, and so on. As well, there is a way to download CSV or JSON representation of this data and show simple charts on your asset data. There's many pre-configured charts, and like this one, it's a fully dynamic chart which could be exported as an image, or you can add your own chart, just defining the field which is used as a grouping field, and you can choose type of the chart like column or pie chart. And then I will have here another one, which IT Service Manager. Oh, there's no IT Service Managers in this demo, sorry. As well, users could create their own tabs which are focused on topics like vCenter data that we receive from vCenter, and only this data is represented in this chart. What I would like to say, there's robust and powerful API, which could be used, and we see it's fully documented. All the endpoints are documented with examples and data formats. And there's as well is a configuration interface. You can see different connectors which could be configured to grab data from different systems. There's the integrations, and company could use syslog or Telegram integration for use cases. There's a use cases interface, so you could define filters to detect new networks, new log sources, or different duplicates and other types of use cases that could be created from the asset data. And recently we have added our own marketplace, which shows all the connectors to different systems inside the inventory. And current customers could just enable or disable them by choosing from the App Store, which is called IT Inventory Marketplace. Then I would like to continue to my presentation. The last thing that we have added into inventory is a compliance module. It's in a alpha release now, so we started to test with some customers, but in a few months we expect it to go into beta release. And if you will be interested in testing that, you can ask us for that. And compliance module just show how different requirements are executed, how different requirements are followed up by different groups of hosts. And you can define your own requirements here from your security policy, or you can use one of the templates that we already done for PCI DSS standard, for NIST cybersecurity framework, or for ISO 27001. And 20002, of course. And I should say that this tool, which we call compliance module, is very interesting, and it helps a lot in passing external assessments and audits. Next, a few words about ITS incident management. ITS incident management is a tool which consolidates all the incidents and all the team members in one interface, and team members could see all the incidents, their status, the stage on which they are currently is, and they could drill down into every incident and do the analysis and basic inter-team communications. We use it to centralize all registration and processing of security incidents. We use it for incident processing unification, and as well, it increases the speed of incident handling and response by introducing automatic actions. So some routine tasks could be automated, like incident enrichment, or like indicator of compromise processing. They could be automated based on ITS incident management interface. And as well, we have powerful reports inside the incident management, and we have an API, the same or similar API to API in ITS inventory, which helps us to build Power BI dashboards and reports for those customers who need them. I will not stop on incident management architecture deeply. I should say that it could get incident data from different tools, different sources. It could be CM, SOAR, EDR, or anything else. And it could provide interface to users and to bots through the API. And it could integrate to service desk, notification systems, web requests, and automatic scripts that could be run through active response model. Actually, incident management currently is playing a role playing a role of security operation center service bus when it consolidates all the teams and all the systems that could provide data to security operation center. Actually, we integrate it with different CEM systems in different customers. Some of them could be on-premise, some of them could be cloud located. It's integrated with ITS inventories and several instances of ITS inventory, and it could be integrated with such platforms like MISP, which is used for incident indicator of compromise management. Sorry. ITS incident management tool as well integrates to GitLab to manage configurations and playbooks, integrates to customer service desks, and integrates to Power BI for reporting and presenting data. It could integrate to Microsoft Teams, Slack, or Telegram for notification and alerting to the security team. It helps to support the customer and security operations around the clock. It fully integrates to QRadar. It could be installed as a standalone application or could be installed as a QRadar extension. And we work heavily with IBM on integrating it. And a few words at the end about BI dashboards, which we use a lot. And I would like to show you just few examples, which dashboards we are used to create for our customers and how do they see the performance and operation of SOC. The first dashboard is incident management status. So here, customer could see a number of offenses, incidents, and tickets that are created during the day or during the last week. And as well, it has statistics through the last half of year. It could be managed. And we see here how the event and incident pipeline works. Actually, we have billions events on CM system, and through the correlation rules, they became some offenses. In QRadar, they called offenses, and several offenses could be part of the same incident. So we combine them in incidents in incident management tool, and after they analyzed by security teams, then could turn into tickets in service desk and forwarded to the right person who know how to react on the real incident. Incident management status as well. It's in another dashboard where we see the status of incidents, tickets, how they are managed, which types are they, and you can see here the most of potential incidents are legal activity, some of them are security incidents, and some of them are false positives. And this data, which is used for building and presenting these dashboards, is taken from incident management app. As well, we have dashboard for uptime status for externally facing systems like e-commerce systems. We all the time manage the uptime status and manage the security certificates validity and many other things. It's a dynamically updated dashboard which shows how it looks like. For some of our customers, we manage as well a web application firewall as a service, and such dashboards helped our customers to monitor the performance of web application firewall and efficiency of protecting against web attacks. For vulnerability management process, we have as well our own dashboards like this one, which shows the vulnerability management remediation plan for workstations, which actions should be due for different clients, for different software, and so on. And as well, we have a lot of other dashboards. Currently, there's about 40 or 50 dashboards that we created, and most of them are used by our customers. And all this helped us a lot to improve visibility of infrastructure incidents and security posture level. It helped us to reduce downtime of critical systems for our customers significantly. And actually, we do not have situations when we have a successful cyber attack which should be investigated, and we need some recovery actions to be done. We are defending against attack before they really rise, and it helps us to reduce losses from cyber attacks for our customers to zero. And I should say that there were no successful attacks among our customers during last year, maybe even more. As well, Security Operations Center helped a lot to get reports and to report for external internal auditors regarding cybersecurity state and status. And we became as proactive as possible. So main amount of incidents are prevented in early stages. So it was not very short introduction in our process, into our approaches and how we deal security operations during the war. And if you have any questions, you can send us to our email, or you can find us in social networks and contact us. If you'd like to see a more deep demo of our tools, or would like to speak about our use cases, you're welcome. We always open and ready to communicate to our customers and just friends, just other cybersecurity experts, because knowledge sharing, experience sharing is very important. And I hope that today you have found something interesting or useful for you, which will help you to look from another side into your own operations, into your own approaches. And I will be glad to receive any feedbacks from you. At this moment, I would like to finish. Thank you very much for being with us today. Here you can see our contacts, our email, and we have several websites available in English, like our main portal, mitspecialist.com, ITS Inventory Digital, which I showed you before, our Get PCI, it's our main website for compliance and security assessments. Thank you very much. That's all. I will stop presenting slides at the moment. So thank you very much for being with us during this hour. All the questions we will review later and give answers. And in a few days, you will be able to see the recording of this webinar on YouTube. The link, I think, will be available on the same website that you used for webinar registration. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you and hear from you again later.